Hey there, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see just what is going on with your monthly astrology forecast for December 2021. And just a quick heads up, we are going to be scratching the surface of Venus retrograde and Jupiter going into Pisces in this video. However, for a much more in-depth look at those transits, I recommend you check out the videos that I've already uploaded. You can find those on my main channel page by going to the Major Astrology Shift playlist or just following the links down below. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. And don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe. You know, engagement helps this channel out a lot, and I appreciate it. So what's going on when it comes to the month of December? Well, we already kind of brought up Venus, so let's start with talking about what Venus is doing. Venus is not retrograde the entire month. Venus is actually direct through the 19th in Capricorn, your second house of earned income, values, valuables, and employment. And Venus, when direct, brings favor, popularity, love, and affection. And you're going to find the first half of this month is actually very cushy, very comfortable, especially when it comes to not only work processes, but you're becoming a bit of a money magnet. You're becoming a favor magnet. You're becoming a popularity magnet. And you may be finding that you are the recipient of a lot of gifts, a lot of maybe unaired benefits or unexpected benefits, and that you are able to hit a different kind of stride when it comes to the rapport you have with your clients, with your customers, as well as any kind of new work operations you're trying to start. If you're trying to get, your footing at a new job, break the ice with maybe a new role or a new conversation you want to bring with higher ups, everything is going very, very smoothly here. However, when Venus goes retrograde on the 19th, and Venus will remain retrograde through the 29th of January 2022, issues can come up in the workspace or in topics around money or even your personal values or valuables. Because when Venus is retrograde, we see the shadow side of a lot of interconnectedness, insecurity, volatility, escapism, and immaturity starting to crop up. And yes, put pressure on cracks where cracks are already present. And so the second half of this month, while you are still actually doing well financially, the interpersonal exchanges, the social network itself, and the value dynamics that you're carrying on may not necessarily feel so rewarding. We may be facing some challenges that have to come up around our value system, whether it's how we handle ourselves professionally, our work ethic, or maybe even values that we continue to live consciously or unconsciously from parents, or maybe even our own education, things that come up from maybe tradition or religion. And we could be seeing some problems that are playing out because of those cycles playing out. You may also find that during this time, you might be attracting certain clients, certain viewers, certain customer bases that you don't really enjoy working with as a population. And we may have to see what values or what presentations keep attracting the wrong business towards us. We may be getting the money, but we want to love earning it too. Now, this is going to have a bit of the edge taken off this month, thank goodness. We've got the Sun and Mercury moving into this part of your chart at the second half of December. They'll both be in Capricorn, with the Sun bringing attention, enhancement, and support to your work sector and to your finances. And so you are going to notice that there is a lot of help when it comes to actually fixing any kind of financial or professional issues that could come up due to Venus retrograde, while at the same time you are being elevated in terms of your power and influence over the circumstances. You are getting a chance to have your voice heard. If you want to actually propose alterations to existing conditions, alterations to negotiations, or maybe even work on increasing the value that you are getting from others, the Sun is really helping you here, and you will have more people backing you up at this time as well. So even if it feels like we're facing a difficult problem, we're not facing it alone. Mercury is speeding up productivity in this area of your life. So if you are in any kind of protracted meetings or discussions or maybe interview processes, evaluations, test taking, Mercury is helping you to, make a big score and also have it go through as quickly as possible, so we don't have to necessarily drag out every single process or take too long in that respect. Mercury is also giving you a chance to make some serious pivots when it comes to a professional shift to align you with a much more lucrative path. The first half of the month, the Sun and Mercury are in your sign. And so this is a time where you're getting some wild card blessings to play with. The Sun in your sign is giving you a bit of a celebrity treatment, attention enhancement and support coming to you, your personal mission, your personal growth, your identity, as well as how you present yourself to the world. And you're going to notice that your relationships are starting to become a lot more lighthearted and a lot more personal at the same time. People are a lot more friendly, and you are going to be engaging in much more genuine, close, and heartfelt communications across the board, personal, professional, platonic, it does not matter. And Mercury in your sign is helping you to speed up the completion of a lot of processes that maybe are in progress but have been proceeding very slowly. And because it's in your sign, maybe it's taking you a really long time to achieve a certain goal when it comes to your education. Maybe it's taking a long time to seal the deal on a big purchase or a big exchange. Maybe it's taken a long time for you to find the place you want to live or set up shop somewhere. Mercury is helping you finally conclude stories that have been dragged out. Additional trend shifters to consider this month, we have Mars in Scorpio, your 12th house of your past, privacy, and hidden zone for the first 2 weeks of the month. And when we have Mars in the 12th house, it's a time to really be closing up shop on a lot of old, unfinished business, especially as it relates to old conflicts, old burdens, old obligations. Mars, the planet of action, passion, energy, and obstacle clearing, is all about ridding yourself of burdens that you've been saddled up with. And this can also be a time where we are concluding a lot of old conflicts, Cold Wars, as it were, or maybe even eliminating legacies, negative legacies that we have been carrying from ages past. As we move on to the 14th and beyond, Mars enters your sign, and we get the wild card blessing of Mars through the duration of December and on into January. And now you can apply that action, passion, energy, and obstacle clearing force to anything that you wish you would like to have that extra oomph behind you with. You're also going to notice that you have champions to your cause, champions for your journey, champions for your work showing up for you. A lot of people are showing up to help you fight battles that maybe you've been trying to fight by yourself. And you will also be noticing that Mars is knocking down walls, creating tighter social circles around you. We also have, at the very end of the month, Jupiter moving into Pisces, where Jupiter will remain for the vast majority of 2022. Pisces rules your 4th house of home, family, your roots, your living situation, and any kind of home-based business operations or home economy. Now, Jupiter is the planet of expansion, growth, wealth, and novelty. And a lot of you Sagittarius people are getting a chance to finally get really settled in your own castle, really having your entire sense of sanctuary, paradise, financially, emotionally, socially, with your family, even romantic partners. Things are starting to expand in wondrous ways around you. You may find that a lot of 2022 is going to be pushing you to set yourself up to create a completely new legacy for yourself, for your family, your nuclear family, immediate family, chosen family, and future generations. Jupiter will be bringing you all kinds of wealth, resources, and connections to also set yourself up to essentially go and build a completely new kingdom of your own to settle in. This is also wonderful for those of you that are thinking about starting a business from home or looking to expand a home-based enterprise that you know could actually be very, very lucrative. And so awesome, awesome news going on the Jupiter front. Our lunations of the month are actually also quite interesting and supportive. We've got a new moon solar eclipse on December 4th, which falls in your sign in Sagittarius. And this is a very powerful new moon because it extends a window of transformation from the 4th of December through the very beginning of March 2022, right? Solar eclipses last way longer in their power than a regular old new moon. However, it is a new moon, so we are talking about new beginnings and new cycles. As with any new moon in our sign, we get a chance to plant a completely new seed, start a completely new era. It's not about shifting chapters, it's about starting a completely new book. When we have a new moon in our sign, it's our once a year new moon. Well, in your case, it's your once a year or once in a very few years solar eclipse new moon in your sign. So this is a time to really see what seeds you want to get planted, what new gift you want to give yourself, what you want to have manifest or at least begin to substantiate and take off within the next 90 days. What are you trying to start? Are you trying to start a new job for yourself? Are you starting to maybe consider a shift or a new beginning in your education? Would you like to start a new relationship? Would you like to maybe step up in a relationship, expand or build on your family, right? It's in your sign. So we have a very powerful moment where you can actually create whatever it is you want. So use it well. That window period, of course, is strongest between December 4th and January 4th, but you have all the way through March. Whatever you get started on, whatever you embark on, whatever you set your mind to will come true. We also have a full moon in Gemini in your 7th house of partnerships, closest one-on-one connections. That's your boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, your roommate, all the people you spend your closest one-on-one time with or have the most closest one-on-one engagements with. And this is opening up a 2-week window between the 18th of December and the very beginning of January, where we are having a culmination and a transition in a close one-on-one connection or a close partnership. This can indicate the transition of a status or the reevaluation of a commitment. And some of you may find that, yes, we are coming to a point of reckoning, a point of evaluation. Do we take this business partnership on the road, or do we maybe dissolve it? Do we see that now is the time to take this romantic relationship up a status, give it a name, give it a title, become official? Or have we decided to reevaluate the arrangement we're setting? Is it time to maybe consider ending a commitment that you have, whatever the nature of that commitment is, in order to fully commit to a brand new partnership or a brand new alliance or a brand new direction for an existing alliance you're in? You know, it might not be between you and another person. It may be something that you and your spouse, you and your business partner, you and your best friend decide to do together. We're going to drop this thing we've been carrying on so that we can together unite over this brand new thing we want to commit to fully. Whatever it has to be, whatever it's something that we're doing for the family, doing for work, doing for recreation, doing for the relationship, maybe it's time to make a swap, orient in a completely new direction, create a new timeline, reorient ourselves towards a new goal or a new trajectory for this relationship to move in. And that power is really, really strong, again, between December 18th and the beginning of January. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because you all know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.